glitch in the Matrix. A swing. I like swings. When's the last time you got on a swing?
A while.
Yeah, dude, it's fun. I have one in my backyard. I'm afraid it's going to break them.
Well, I was about to say, just go get some new chains at Home Depot and a tire and see what we can drill some whole shit in it.
Well, you know what? I mean, you look at it, and it's never budged. So I feel like I could still swing on it. It's in the backyard there. It came with the house.
I'll get a message going, Ray, it budged.
All right, that's all.
I try not to.
Really? Because you talk. Well, now you're talking about it. Also, you put it on Facebook all the time just to piss people off.
Yeah.
Which is listen. Now that I know you as well as I do, it's funny to me because I see people like making a terrible mistake.
You're just like,
yeah. Like people just making the terrible mistake of getting into an argument with you. Like
I know.
I say all the time. It's like trying to argue that you try to argue the sky isn't blue, and someone's like, it's right there. It's fucking blue. And they're pulling their hair out.
It's turquoise. It's turquoise.
Yeah.
Okay. Outside of the knockdown in the third, I had Francis Ngannou winning on points by multiple rounds, 2, 3, maybe even 4 rounds. How on earth do you score this fight for Tyson Fury?
You knew there was no way, dude. You knew there was. Sorry, before I get to it, sorry, I was just gonna say you knew there was no way the judges were gonna give it was never gonna happen no matter what Francis did. He was not gonna get 2 out of 3 judges on this card. It's too bad for boxing if he loses. I've never ever seen a fight where I saw it and I'm like, that didn't happen though. That didn't happen. Like I honestly saw it. Still to this day I don't believe that happened.
No, not at all. I do not. I don't get it. I don't understand what the hell. Like, okay,
it's gone full WWE, man. There's not like, no, dude. That wasn't real. That didn't actually happen. No. Bro, Plata, where black people and white people talk nonsense.
Everybody, it is Bro Plata's Thursday Throwdown. These are the shows because there is no UFC this weekend. We are just bullshitting through at least 2 hours.
Why are we even here? Why are we even here?
Tim, Roberto Hernandez is here. He wants to be entertained.
I would do the whole show just for Berto. I would.
Very true. Sugar Daddy Hearns. That's.
However, we've also done the whole show for no one. So
this is true.
Done that as well.
This is very true.
I have a topic we can get into.
Holy shit! Right away. He's not fucking around. What we got?
My God, this is something I'm interested in. What do you got?
Let's talk about Sean Puffy Combs and his baby oil antics, freak offs and whatnot.
I love the fact they also
now?
apparently found 784 dildos from what I saw, like a thing as well.
I love that there's someone whose job it is to count the dildos, and they're getting paid by the government to count the dildos. I hope whoever had to count them, writes a book just like that. Like, I had to count the dildos. That's the name of
count was in
counting
by Officer Johnson.
Right. Counting Diddy's dildos and other stories from the field.
Yeah, dude. The baby oil is my favorite part, and I've heard a couple people already making jokes about.
I haven't heard anything.
Oil.
You got to explain it to me.
So
you didn't see the picture? There's a whole wall of baby oil. Like I don't know if he went to Costco or what, but go ahead.
Well, no, these are, I guess, accumulated from these freak offs.
Fresh babies.
Well, no, they're for the people that were doing what was called freak offs, which were these like Diddy forced sex parties that were going on. The human trafficking angle of it. Apparently, staffers were the ones that bought that baby oil, and I feel bad for that person who bought.
Well, apparently, it's like Epstein Island, because there's a list of celebrities and famous people who were there who all had to give up their cell phones at the door, but they still made a list. So there's a lot of famous people who don't want to be named who are in attendance, and apparently the list is out. So.
I mean, maybe I think this because I'm not a famous person, but I feel like if I go to got my first invite to a big party like that. I'm like, man, maybe I did make it, man. That'd be sweet. And then they're like, we need your cell phones. I'm like, I'm good, bro. I'm just gonna go home, bro.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Well, I was
man.
gonna ask, would you guys participate or would you just be a fly on the wall?
I would.
I mean,
leave
I'm not gonna lie. I'd be
immediately.
very curious, you know. But as soon as I sniffed anything illegal, I'd get the fuck out of there, you know.
Yeah, I wouldn't even. As soon as I hear, "Hey Ray, come into this room," I would go, "No, I'm fine. I'll go back down and not know what's going on." Thank
Also,
you.
As a comedian and someone who likes to tell jokes about shit that's happened to them, I usually don't like to say no to those situations. I'm like, dude, there might be 10 minutes in this. Like, what? But if you have to sign an, NDA, then it doesn't matter. Why do I just like when you talked about him in these parties? I'm just like picturing him as Michael Clark Duncan in Requiem for a Dream, just like Jennifer Connelly, like a circle of guys going ass to ass, ass to ass. Like that's
well, so apparently, from what I heard, like a guest, he invited her after the music award show, which was in Atlanta, and he flew her out on his private plane. They got to his house. There was a buffet, like a craft food table with like fondue, chocolate fondue, and a lot of fancy foods, little sandwiches and stuff. But then they had another table with like bowls of ecstasy and like cocaine and then bottles. What you would imagine?
I would go to that party. I'm not gonna lie to you guys.
I would go, but I would stay in the living room where the coke and the fucking booze was.
Anyway, no. Listen, those sound like two great tables. I don't need to leave those two tables. The buffet table and the drug buffet. Yeah, I'll just go back and forth between those two, and I'm good. I don't need to go anywhere else.
Yeah, I wouldn't venture upstairs. I'd use the first floor bathroom.
I'm staying in the foyer. Yeah, I don't. I'm not venturing around that mansion.
Hell no, dude.
In the lobby, fam. I'm good right here.
Well, apparently, so he had a house, then he had a house behind the house, and in between was a big ass bed. Like, there's actually footage of that. Can we share that?
The bed and everything. I mean, it's newsworthy. It's news.
Yeah,
it is,
and it's copyrighted.
Yeah. But Hearns, I've heard that too. That Diddy flies on both sides of the fence. There's nothing wrong with that.
So does Ray, and Ray's broke as fuck.
Well, that's no longer a thing. Luckily, it's just
you phased it out. You prayed it away.
As soon as Mpox came on the scene, I was like, I don't think I should be doing any of this anymore.
Ray prayed it away.
I didn't pray shit away. I just went, oh,
I
Mpox.
did. I did for you, and it worked.
Okay, that's good to know. Somebody's at least looking out for my soul. There's no electrodes being used. I didn't have to go to Indiana for conversion therapy. It was a good time.
Okay, I found it.
He tried to he got tired. Now he likes dudes. I mean, some people it's like that. There's some sex addicts out there.
Oh, it makes sense. Like, I'm definitely not at that point, but if I was the point where just like I've seen everything from that gender, I would like, all right, let's mix it up. Why not?
Yeah.
Yeah, I see that being a possibility. And honestly, I don't think it's that weird.
And also, here's
a lot weirder things. Now, other shit he did, it was weird, but the guy shit, that's not that weird.
I was about to say he goes to federal prison. Fucking, he's gonna get a lot of it coming back on him. Like that's gonna be the fun part.
He'll be in protective custody the entire time, so no one's even gonna touch him. So
you don't think there's gonna be guys paying guards to fuck Diddy? Like he's gonna get pimped out by his guard.
It's not gonna work, right?
Can you guys
get paid them even more?
I was trying to go full screen. Can you guys make out what you're looking at?
Hold on, let me go full screen on my end so I can see it a little better.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go full screen as well on the main one.
Okay, I'll play this and then this is the singer Chris Brown, and there's a giant bed like
What we doing? Goddamn. My outfit look like.
Yeah, look at that.
That's a bed.
That's what he got his cuckoo from. Oh, that's bad. And he's not even punching a bitch. Like, he's having fun. You know, behind that. Look at that woman. She's not happy to be there. The right side of the camera. She's not happy. She knows she's got to make that. Good Lord. Yeah.
I have nothing to say. I don't know.
That too. So it's been confirmed that apparently he is the one responsible for the assassination.
I don't know if it's been confirmed.
Allegedly. We can say allegedly.
Okay. Allegedly.
And we've seen where Tupac got shot. So
it's true. Our Uber driver felt the need to point it out to us.
That was one of the greatest Uber drives I've ever had. Where you're just like,
although the truth is,
over there.
I'm like, man, who was it like telling me where somebody got killed? And after we said that, I'm like, that is interesting though. That is like,
yeah, it's Tupac's fucking death, dude. Like where that Tyson fight was and everything, because he got shot at a Tyson fight. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wasn't that like what he was doing? He was at the whatever Mike Tyson fight it was in '96.
I think whenever he got the belt back. But this is my thing. I just wonder, like, can anybody be rich and not be like thrown off? Like, yeah, just be like a you know what I mean, like a good person, like, you know, just do good deeds and stuff.
I feel like everybody thinks they can at first.
Yeah,
and then eventually you get bored, you know.
Tips from LA killed him. Okay.
You can't just like, I don't know, go fly fishing or something like that. You can afford to. You can do
I feel like most of them do. I haven't heard about the people Jeff Bezos has killed. So I feel like he just puts his money in, you know, penis rockets or whatever instead of, you know, murdering people or whatever the hell it is Diddy's doing. But so the answer is yeah. Some people can, but apparently not everyone.
No,
so I don't know.
It's a weird thing, man. Money, it is true. Money, how much money will corrupt people? Like
I don't know, man. If he's that fucked up, maybe he would be doing that shit if he was poor, just like the poor version of it.
Well, he was doing shit. Guaranteed, he was doing shit in fucking New York before fucking Bad Boy. Like,
see, that's a good point. But like I'm saying, after a certain point in time, because it's like Diddy is like, that man is like 52 now. So it's like, you ever thought about just slowing down and like just like handing out sandwiches to homeless people or something?
No, not Diddy. Not a guy like Diddy, man. You can tell there's some savage behind
it. If by sandwiches you mean his dick, and by homeless people you mean unwilling participants, then yes, he can.
Yes, he can. Absolutely. But no, yeah, man. When you're in that life like that, when you're in, you know, I mean, who knows what he was doing in New York back in the day, fucking hanging out with Biggie and shit. But like, I think this shit's been going on since Jump Street and shit, and it goes to show you fucking how much those like weird entertainment industry fucking things happen, man. So much of that shit's happened in the last 20 years where shit's just been exposed.
I don't like any of his music. I'll be honest.
All About the Benjamins was a pretty good song.
It was okay. It was okay.
I liked All About the Benjamins, but I liked All About the Pentiums more.
That's one song. Yeah, that's the thing. I had no idea what it was until Weird Al did the parody, and then I'm like, the parody's better.
But the song he did for Godzilla was pretty good, even though that movie was bad. Come With Me, that was pretty.
Oh, you didn't like Godzilla?
2000 Godzilla or 99 Godzilla was not good. Like the Matthew Broderick movie is not like.
Yeah, no one liked the movie. The only thing I liked is the Wallflowers cover of that Bowie song.
Yeah. Somewhere in the middle or whatever it was.
No, Heroes.
Oh yeah, Heroes. That's right. But yeah, you liked Godzilla 99, son?
No. I said I just like that song.
No, I'm talking to Pulse.
Oh.
It was entertaining it was one of the movies that it was entertaining. It wasn't a great
when I watched it, I didn't like want my money back, but it's definitely not one of those you'd be like, man, what a great film. It was just one of those like, okay, I feel like
I don't think it was like an Academy Awards snub or nothing, but it was a good film. Like it was an entertaining movie.
I mean, I don't know. I just
That was one of those ones that it was hyped up so much when it came out and it wasn't any good. People were like, well, "What the fuck is this, dude?"
Oh my god,
they were like, "Oh man, they're remaking a Godzilla, dude, with a modern effects." Which, at the time, it was 99 effects, which is still a lot better than they had in the original Godzilla.
The shape of Godzilla threw me off. He looked too much like a gray Barney. Like it was too rounded off at like the snout and shit for me to really be like, that's fuck. The shit now, the Godzilla movies they have now with like King Kong and the MonsterVerse that they've created, that's the shit. Like,
okay, well, I don't know if I've asked this question before, but if I have, just tell me. But like, in y'all's opinion, what decade had the best movies?
The 90s are pretty great.
I agree. I say the 1990s is the best.
The 90s has some badass movies.
I don't know. The 80s hit different, dude. The 80s.
Dude, the 80s were soft for movies. 70s were good. 80s were soft. 90s were good again.
90s has the best again. 90s has the best movies ever. Like
you hear Tarantino talk about how shitty the 80s were for movies.
Yeah, it's fucking Tarantino. Okay,
I agree with him.
Legendary thing, but I don't agree with his.
Most of the movies in the 90s that were good were his.
So, yeah, a lot of them.
Very true.
But no, 80s were all right. You know, you had Back to the Futures, and you had like all of the Brat Pack and such.
Yeah, most of those movies were all puffy. I mean, like
yeah.
I mean, but Back to the Future is a great movie. But a lot of those, like those John Hughes movies, they're all. I mean, they're classics, but they're puffy. There's puffy team movies.
Yeah, that's what makes them great. Star Wars was the 70s, actually.
70s, I think. Yeah. I've still never seen any of those.
What?
Yeah.
You've never seen a single Star Wars film?
He said this to us about a dozen times, and
I
you had
put
the
this out
exact
of my
same
memory
reaction.
and would hope he would watch it. That's
every
why
time. You've reacted like this every time.
Still, it's on Disney Plus, my guy. Like
all of them.
One. Every single one.
All of them.
I mean, a few of them were before my time, but like you've seen them all.
I would say start with the OG trilogy and then go to
go in the order they came out.
Yeah, go to like episode 1 and through 3 before you watch
the new ones.
The shit-tastic fucking
movie. But like I want to get into all of like there's a show called Mandalorian.
Yeah, Mandalorian's great.
Yeah, I want to know about all of this.
It's great.
Andor was good. Some of them are okay. I didn't watch the new one with Rosario Dawson. I didn't watch that one.
The Acolyte, apparently.
Yeah, I didn't watch that one.
That got fucking hammed. That got hampered quick.
I liked Andor, and
Bloodsport.
The Boba Fett one was okay.
Okay, yeah, no, Hearns makes a good. Bloodsport came out. That was 80s, right? Or was that 90s?
That was 80s. Bloodsport and Terminator were both in the 80s.
Okay, but Terminator 2 was 90s. That's what I mean. Like 90s, like think about it this way. In the 1990s, you had the biggest movies. That's when blockbusters were really starting to be a thing. Like you had Terminator 2, you had The Matrix came out in 99, you had Fight Club, you had,
Yeah, the Fight Club is one of those 90s movies that could have been made at any time, and it would have been fucking amazing.
Yeah, but they wouldn't. The thing is, and why that made that era so good, because no one would have made it in any other time. They wouldn't have made that movie in the 80s. They wouldn't have made that movie after 1999 either.
1983, I believe.
We're in a pretty good, believe it or not, and I know it's kind of hard to believe because of how much shit is just remakes and shit. We're at a decent time right now because of how much streaming service there are. So they'll give money to people to do some wacky ass ideas.
Yeah, but it's just like movies nowadays.
Never get on TV, especially TV shows, but even movies. Shit that you would never get made gets made now because people need content.
Yeah, but my opinion, movies nowadays, contemporary movies, they're overproduced, and there's so many
happens too. But
comic book movies. There's one every month.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely tired of them. I mean, I'm still watching them, but
I was about to say I'm only looking forward to one, and it may get delayed till next year.
This is why I got to get Viking Samurai on here. He's trying to make movies great again. Oh, also, I want to ask you guys. Or I wanted to ask Ray, did you happen to check out my guy's profile? I will try to see if I can get him on here Tuesday.
No. Send me like I said, send me like videos and stuff. And
Okay, I'll send it to you.
I'll watch them this weekend. I have this Saturday off, so I'll have plenty of time to wake up at noon and watch stuff.
Okay.
Alan bought season tickets for next year for the Guardians for Tuesday and Thursday games, so it's very possible I'll be skipping a lot of Tuesday and Thursday shows.
Son of a bitch.
I don't know how many, just whatever ones that he doesn't have anybody else to go with. But he got those so he can get playoff tickets. And he's asking me, he's like, "Dude, give me a code today." He's like, "Which one should I get?" I'm like, "Get tickets to every game they allow you to get tickets to."
Yeah.
I mean, they probably won't let you get more than 3 games because they only have 2 games guaranteed. So they probably let you get tickets for game 5 too. That's if they win the division. So I'm like, just get them, because if you can't go, you can sell them, and you're not going to know what days they are yet. So just buy them, and you can always sell them, and the chances of you not making your money back at least are pretty slim. So
you'll make more money, especially people
most likely. Yeah, I mean, game 5 or whatever he'd make money. So I'm like, yeah, just buy everything they let you buy if you could front it, which you can. So I'm like, yeah, do that. And if you can't go, get a hold of me first. Make sure I can't buy them for me first. I'm sure we'll go to at least one. I mean, we're going to the game next Saturday, a week from Saturday. I'm going down to Columbus tomorrow.
Nice.
Yeah.
I am earning my fucking Saturday off this week. I got to do a lot of driving tomorrow. So I feel you on the drive tip there.
I don't know if I want to talk about this or not. This makes me sad.
Oh no! What? Who died?
No one died. It's just
Ohtani went yard.
Of course it did.
Ooh.
Police department in my town had a media release they put on their Facebook page about someone who was arrested last night. That they were doing drugs at a bank or something, and the person has a name that sounds, Hispanic. So the comment section is just
I bet that.
I mean, it's so bad, dude. It's like I make sure want to run away from this town and never come back. It's the worst I felt about this town in a long time.
Well, it's that season for it, dude, where everything is microscope.
350 comments. The best one is like, I'm sure the comments all here will all be polite and not racist at all. That's my favorite comment, because the rest of them are just rough. And it turns out, apparently, this guy was born here.
Still,
motherfuckers.
People will do what people do, man. You can't.
Most of the drug addicts in this town look like me. They don't look. There's a lot of drug addicts in this town, but they're white. Most of them are white. So it's just rough. And it's a good chance that the majority of the comments are for people who don't live here. There's so many of them, but I obviously didn't read them all, but I skimmed some, and I'm like, I can't eat, dude. I can't.
Yeah,
it makes you feel pretty shitty. It makes me, like I said, it makes me want to leave and never come back.
Well, I got something today that was in a couple places, and
are you guys near Springfield? No, not even close. Springfield's down by Cincinnati.
Yeah, we're not near a barbecue at any point right now. We're a little bit north of that, but some guy apparently went missing in Cleveland, and like the girlfriend posted something, and of course it's a fucking and I'm not saying this in this way, but this is what kind of triggered the comments from people I was reading. It was an interracial couple, and it was they have a 4-month-old, and he said he went to go get baby formula and never came back. And is a missing person now. So I started reading the comments, and it was quite bad. Like I kept doom scrolling, going, will it get better? Will it get better? No.
One I saw recently that you might have seen this one. I think I did say the Rio somewhere. It's these probably like 4 like probably teenage black kids playing music. They're playing a song by Lit, and all the comments are just racist like names of the band. It's just all like racist parody names, and I'm just like, oh God, come on.
To quote Nate Diaz, I'm not surprised, motherfuckers.
And it's, I mean, some of them are real rough. Some of them are really, really rough.
I
was going to send it to you and say, Ray, I found all your burner accounts, but
yeah, these are the accounts that I take my aggression out on.
They only had one hit song, "My Own Worst Enemy," right?
Yeah.
Lit, yeah.
Well,
Really,
I mean, I'm sure there are Lit fans that'll be like, no, they had more songs. What's that one song that crap. I've heard it a bunch. It's a good song. I can't remember what's it called. I can't think of it right now. But they've had
the kid.
No, that's Simple Plan. Get out of here.
I know.
What are you doing?
Pissing you off because I knew it would.
Shoot, where are my saved reels?
I don't know if you guys ever you guys do get in a mood like that where you'll see something that like it's a genuine thing or something like that, but you all of a sudden you're like, oh my God, the comments are just like, who does that?
I'm just gonna stop.
Besides our listeners, because some of them, I mean, Ryan kills two joints. They're definitely in that category, I guarantee you. But maybe Pulse with a burner account. Springfield looks like the hills have eyes. It's a pretty, isn't it like a rural area too? I think it's or like a suburb. Look, I use my name in any platform. I still talk shit back, and I can back my shit up. Well, I would hope, Hearns. Yeah, man, I loved a good doom scroll of fucking, and I think we should do that. Like, we should get some comments, or start doing comment section like shit of stupid shit like that. I think we just have like something where I don't know.
I don't know. Ray. Whatever you're saying makes zero sense. So I tell you to stop while you're ahead.
No, that's not my style. Never.
It's true. Keep digging till you can't dig anymore.
I did a show last night in Menor, and it went okay. It went okay. It wasn't great, Tim. It was not my best performance, but I did it.
I was gonna ask Roberto, who are the Dodgers playing? Do y'all know?
I do not know who the Dodgers are playing right now.
But I'm saying, like, within this week, the playoff picture will be pretty much set, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's only a week left.
I think if there's like
Sunday's
10
the last
games,
day.
which we pretty much got. Yeah, if there's like 10 games, they're playing Miami right now, so they're gonna blow the fucking roof off of them.
Guards
3. What?
Yeah, softball score. Softball score. Guards play in St. Louis, and then they come home and play Cincinnati and Houston.
Damn, it is. It's 17-3 right now.
You know who threw the first pitch out yesterday at the Guards game?
Fidance.
Yeah.
Who?
Ian Fidance. He's a hilarious stand-up comic from. He lives out in New York. He has a show called B and Ian with Jordan Jensen, who's a hilarious comic on her own right. And I actually got to see when I went to see the Pirates play the Guardians. I got to see a live taping of B and Ian at Hilarities. It was fun. It was a lot of fun. But,
he's one of those. Are you sure, gays? Like one of those. Like, are you sure?
Yeah, it's almost like you can tell it's a bit of a mental disorder with him. Maybe sometimes.
What?
With Ian.
Listen, if somebody told me there was
like,
an Ian Finance, Tim
and...
Dillon sex tape, I'd watch that. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, you know what?
He'd just be watching football or something.
Y'all know Sonosi, right?
Mm-hmm.
He had told me that Jermaine Durandamy is with child, and that's only surprising to me because I could have sworn up and down she was playing for the other team. You know,
Pulse. They can still get pregnant. You gotta get a donor. There's a way to
say. Remember, IVF exists.
Well, I know nobody, I understand that, but I'm saying like, not well. Okay, I guess that's the answer then, because like nobody ever confirmed this to me that she was. But I mean, if you look at her, she looks like she would be, right? Am I right? No comment.
I mean, she's definitely the
Okay.
strap on. She's definitely the strap on wearer. I mean, you can tell.
One would think.
No, she is. Except if it's like against like a cyborg where she runs and tucks tail. But that's
Roberto,
That's
you
about
are correct. Hopefully they don't make me too sad in the playoffs. They clinched playoffs today. Haven't clinched the division yet, but magic number is 3. So what's Kansas City doing? Lose, Kansas City, lose.
no, yeah, Jermaine. I mean, yeah. Again, it's Pulse. They have there's IVF out there.
They lost.
It's not
already.
like there's
Maybe it
not. Plus, she could afford like top end shit where she can dictate every trait basically of the fucking kid. Nowadays, you can do that shit. It's wild to like hear.
Yeah, I heard you can like it's like Build-A-Bear. You can create a kid now. It's like
Yeah.
stuff
Yeah,
that they're
shit.
doing with.
Yeah, I knew somebody that went through that, and it was a wild fucking and like 5 embryos and shit like that, and you can take out a certain extra chromosome if you know what I mean to make sure that doesn't show up anywhere. Yeah, man, it's wild. I feel like my shit's chopping up. I don't know why.
Baby should be made the old-fashioned way, in the parking lot of a Taco Bell with a stranger.
Yes, absolutely. With no phone contact to ever know.
Here's something completely different than what we've been talking about. So this is just fun to see how algorithms work. I've been getting tons of ads for something. It's a fragrance company. It's a perfume and cologne. I don't buy that stuff. I haven't looked up any of that stuff, but out of nowhere, I've been getting tons of ads for this one fragrance, and a bunch. And I'm like, what? I never look up any of this shit. Why am I getting this all of a sudden? The name of the fragrance company is Creed.
Take your smell game higher, Tim.
So has nothing to do with the band, but apparently this thing's heard me say the word Creed so much. It's just like, look at Creed.
You
Yeah.
would think that they have that copywritten though, right? Can't they own that name?
No.
As a band, they can, but that's about it. Like,
Yeah, right. They
else
said
is-
they were only band that can call themselves Creed. Yeah, they can do that. That's it.
But they
plus,
can't,
I mean,
say a fragrance company can't use it unless, like, Scott Stapp wants to make his own cologne, which I guarantee you would be the only one Tim ever wears.
He's bathed in
boxes
that.
Roberto was well
of
aware of the
Scott Stapp
Creed
cologne.
fragrance, apparently.
No, but Michael Buffer
Apparently,
apparently
they have one called Stapp.
Michael, y'all know Michael Buffer, right?
Yeah.
Apparently, if you say the words, let's get ready to rumble anywhere in media, you have to pay him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's
I
a
know.
finder's fee, too. People will turn people in for using it and things and shit. I've come close at times to being poor enough to scour the internet to get one of those finder's fees.
Yeah, but it's like, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, well,
I've
'cause
been that poor before. It's almost happened where I've sent Bruce
So
Buffer
poor, you
something.
become a narc.
Yeah, but my thing is like he doesn't own words, and I,
But
you know what I
You
mean?
own a phrase. You can trademark a
you
phrase.
own the phrase for sure. Legally, Bruce Buffer got Michael that, so that's why Bruce Buffer is Michael Buffer's manager and part of his managerial staff.
Yeah,
is
it's like,
because they've done all that.
I mean, other than, I don't know, intellectual property, we don't have any really real right to the name Bro Plata, and we haven't paid for, someone else could
yet.
copyright it and fuck with us. I mean, if we wanted to fight it, we probably could, because it's very clear that we came up with it, and we're very clear been using it for 4 years. But if they wanted to fuck with us, they could.
Yeah.
Although we would just be like, well, time to change the name. Like we wouldn't bother with it.
Well, I remember hearing a while back, like people got rich like buying domains.
Yeah, people have done that.
Like the guy, some guy bought pizza.com, which is real generic, but he bought it, and then like one of the big pizza companies bought it from him. Gave him like
there's squatters. There's all kinds of like squatters.
Anytime there's going to be a new
names.
Anytime there's going to be a new sports team, or if a sports team is changing their name, people will buy up every domain they can possibly think of to get ahead of it. Like I'm sure somebody already owns UtahYeti.com.
Is that what
are
they're
the
calling the
Yetis?
Utah team?
They haven't announced it yet, but one of the players kind of like said in an interview something he wasn't supposed to say, apparently. But it doesn't mean it's real. But he said, he's like, for what I'm hearing is we're going to be the Yeti. And
wait, is that the new Jazz?
No, the hockey team.
The hockey team.
There.
Well, this year they're playing as Utah Hockey Club this year.
Yeah.
But
okay.
If they're the Yeti and they don't call their mascot Sassy the Sasquatch, I am gonna fucking pitch a fit. Like you're missing like branding opportunities to call them Sassy.
The last two NHL teams will be the Yeti and the Kraken. All right. Let me know when there's the Boise Bigfoot coming to the league.
That's the Sasquatch. They can't do the big feats. They can't do that.
I'm the number one expert of big feats in this country.
Although I got to say this, if they call themselves the Yeti, they now also should bring the Trailer Park Boys and have a Trailer Park Boys night and have Bubbles see the Sam Squanch for the first time. Like that should be a thing.
I believe you that's a thing. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, have you ever watched Trailer Park Boys?
I can't watch it. I told you why.
Why?
I've told you this story.
I can't remember.
I think I may have watched one episode. I'm aware of what it is through memes, but I told you why I can't watch it.
Okay. Is it an off-air thing?
No, not really. I guess I could tell you, but I'm pretty sure I already told you. Is Pulse frozen? He looks frozen.
No, he's right there. He is. I see him moving.
Where's my mother? All right. I don't want her to hear this. A while ago, years ago, maybe. 8 years ago, maybe. There's I went a couple days with this girl, and I took her to the Funny Stop one day, and she's like, "Hey, okay, so something happened. I don't want you to hear it from anybody else before me, but I just want to." So, a couple weeks ago, the Trailer Park Boys did a live show at the Kent Stage, and I was there. And then afterwards, they were at the Zephyr, and I was there, and I was talking to the guy. Randy, you know the guy who plays Randy? His real name is Patrick something. That's what she said to me. And she's like, yeah, Randy. Okay, so I'm talking to Randy. And I stop her. I'm like, hold on. I'm like, did you fuck Randy? She goes, I fucked Randy.
Why
I thought it was really
Randy? Funny. Mr. Leahy would have been a better one. You fucking moron. He makes burgers.
So I'm Eskimo Brothers with Randy, and that's why I can't watch the show anymore.
Well, at least you have the same kind of body type.
Well, I was like 28 at the time, so it was a lot better than it was.
You were more like Julian, like a fat Julian now than anybody else. You're like Julian. You got the goatee rocking.
But yeah,
like drink a lot of bourbon.
Funny. That was funny. It was weird, but I think I told that to who did I tell that to? Oh, Justin Woods, and he's like, "Why is that the first thing you told me when I met you?" Like, it's got to be the first thing you tell everybody.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
there's no way I didn't tell you that story before.
I don't remember that one. That's hilarious. But I would have been like, yeah, why didn't you go with like Leahy or Bubbles? You could have done better, man. Not fucking
Bubbles?
Randy.
I don't think Bubbles would have been better than Randy.
Bubbles would have at least treated her cat very well.
I think you get arrested for having sex with Bubbles, wouldn't you?
He doesn't know any better. It's fine.
But yeah. So that's
the tool shed.
That's why, I mean, anytime I see a meme with that dude, I have to like scroll past it. I'm like, I can't
I'm
think
just
of
gonna send you Randy shit from now on. Like,
yeah,
that's
that
gonna be
maybe
it.
I didn't tell you for that reason, because of course you will.
That's funny. I don't remember you ever telling me that story. That is, at
I've
least
told a
your
lot
Eskimo brothers was somebody famous in a country.
in Canada.
Yeah. Ah, that's funny. Yeah, because the only one I know, I'm
That girl's
like,
really hot too.
the only one I
That's
know
definitely the
I'm
hottest girl I ever was. Anyway, what?
really EBs with is
Stephen Bonner.
Stephen Bonner. Yeah,
R.I.P.
that's the only one I know where I'm like, hell yeah, brother.
I'll put that in a who dis fighter is. I'm Eskimo Brothers with Ray Hot.
R.I.P.
R.I.P. Yeah.
Yeah, I got to come up with an AI song for that. For who?
Oh, I can't show you this today, but I will eventually. Excuse me, but my niece's team got some new uniforms, and I saw a picture of like I'm in like the team reach group or whatever. So just my sister-in-law was tired of me asking what everything was, so I'm just in the group now. But they sent pictures of like the coach's kid in the new uniform, and one of them they got was it's rough. It's it's the jersey's half, their colors are red and black, so half of it's red in the jersey. One part's the left side's red, the right side's black, and then the pants are opposite. One
Harley
leg's red,
Quinn
one
kind
leg's
of
black. It looks what?
Like a white and red Harley Quinn.
This was
kinda
gonna say
thing?
it looks like a court jester. Yeah. And
Yeah, but
when
they
I
don't
used to
play
get
like clowns.
once I get a picture of my niece and I'll send you the picture, but I'm not gonna give you a picture of random kid. But it's not a good look. And the thing is, apparently they wanted those, but because they saw a different team have them, but like the team that they saw have them had a different color scheme. They weren't red and black, so they didn't think how it would look red and black, and it looks ridiculous. So whatever. I think it's pretty funny because I mean it looks straight like a court jester.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
It's
it's wacky.
They're just going for. They're like we're winning enough where we can have silly costumes and say fuck you people.
There are other uniforms. We got a couple New Jerseys too that aren't that great either. I'm like, you know what?
Well,
It hurts more. It hurts more to get beat by a team with bad jerseys. So
I was going to say youth baseball, and like softball, those uniforms can be pretty fucking like rough. Some of those like look.
well, a lot of the teams have great ones now. Some of them are awesome. Most teams have really nice uniforms now. Almost all of them do.
Well, yeah, 'cause
And their
it's
last
cheaper to
batch was
produce
pretty good, but this batch is I don't know. They went to a different place. I don't know what they did. They went some weird designs. I don't think any of them look good. So they look crappy compared to the last year's uniforms were nice. These ones kind of suck.
I remember when I was a kid playing hockey and was just like fascinated by the detail on some of these travel teams that I'd play in like out of state tournaments and stuff. Like fascinated in the money that went into like the logo that went on the chest.
You're just
What's up,
wearing like a 2XL t-shirt that like pulled over your pants.
Luckily, I've had some really great ones. I had a Philadelphia Flyers jersey that was like green and white because that was like the colors of like whatever they were trying to go for. It was in Parma Heights. Menors were the most basic ones. They were just like these, just like cheap hockey jerseys with like what do you call it? Screen printed menor and like a cardinal with a broken stick in its mouth, and it just looked mean. That was like the laziest one I ever had. I had some pretty good ones. I had one that was like a Colorado Avalanche jersey. That thing was the shit, although it did run. That was the bad part. Like the colors would run, and we'd end up being pink by the end of the year because we'd have burgundy on our shoulders.
Well, D color don't run, so but When it comes to uniforms, I'm usually a less is more kind of person. I don't like uniforms that try too hard, and these ones try way too hard. So that's yeah. I don't like goofy looking letters and numbers. Usually, I like the normal looking ones, whatever you call it, varsity or whatever.
Usually the ones with the goofiest shit I've seen.
Well, these travel teams, you see all kinds of gnarly stuff. I saw a boys baseball team, probably like 13, 14-year-olds, called the Pickles, and they had some cool uniforms. They were black with like a blue pinstripe, and it was like a dark teal pinstripe, and they had really cool hats with the really cool pickle logo. They were cool. I mean, those are cool, but yeah, sometimes they just try too hard, and you're like, this is just calm down. Like I like a good pinstripe. One of theirs is pinstripe, which isn't bad, but I think they got them from a different company or something this year. They don't look good. Whatever, as long as they win, who cares? What?
It can definitely be a tracksuit. I was on a traveling team till I was 20. It was fun. But do you remember, Johnny Smith, what your uniforms looked like and how goofy they could be at times?
So listen, this is this is a softball shirt that I used to wear. Right? This is just a T-shirt printed. There's a number on the back. Boom.
We still have some of my dad's like beer league softball T-shirts that him and his buddies made, like that, and they were like whatever company was sponsoring it, and like iron-on fucking numbers on the back.
This year, the Murphy and Company, he's my insurance guy. He's my insurance guy, and he was on our team, and he sponsored the team. And I saw him today at Domino's actually. Ooh. And I was wearing this shirt, and I didn't even think I forgot I was wearing it. He's like, "Dude, nice shirt." I'm like, "What?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, your company, yeah." Like I kind of even forgot I had this on.
That's awesome.
But yeah, tomorrow I'll be down in Columbus because on Saturday my niece has a tournament. And yeah, they could be playing up to 7 games in one day. So
avoid
softball league is still going on. The season, I mean.
Yeah, they're playing fall ball. So I think they play tournaments until the end of October, I think. So.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah. So they've played 3 so far. They've won 2 tournaments, and they came in second last weekend. Close game. They lost in extra innings.
I gotta figure out tickets this year for the Penguins. I'm gonna go to a couple games this year, I think.
You say a lot of things that you're gonna do and then don't do them. For example, this grappling tournament I was real excited for. That didn't happen. Also, this tattoo that you said you were gonna get didn't happen either. Ray's just a liar. Ray's a liar.
I'm saving for the tattoo. It's gonna be done in a couple weeks. I'm gonna get like $200 put in my savings account, and I'm gonna go get it done. But it will be done.
I will believe it.
It's 200 subscribers. We hit that. So help us get to 300. Share us out. I've got some stuff that I'm going to put up.
The promise and the goal for 300. If we hit 300, Ray will promise something else that he'll lie to you about.
I will get my dick pierced live on air.
No, he won't.
I won't.
He won't.
I will not. Nothing goes through the precious. Nothing goes through that. That is my temple. I can treat my body the way it is, but this is never going to have that. Columbus Crew.
What's happening?
I want to get another crack at them. Oh, you're just talking shit now, Roberto. You all can't be great like the Columbus Crew, bro.
Yeah, Berto, you mean when you say Columbus Crew, do you mean MLS champion Columbus Crew? You didn't say it correctly. I'll let you redo it. Let's put rewrite the comment. Rewrite the comment and put it in there again. But remember, the name is MLS champion Columbus Crew is the name of the team.
Yeah, back to back, I believe, right?
No,
2 years in a row. Who won last year?
I think LAFC won the year before that.
Oh, well, they can, you know what? Kings of the world that we are here in Ohio of the soccer world.
Yeah, when you think soccer on planet Earth, you think Columbus, Ohio. Everyone knows that.
Yeah.
That is the mecca, the hub for soccer in the world is Columbus, Ohio. That's a nice stadium, though. I've been at Lower.com field. It's a really nice stadium. It's awesome.
Yeah, I want to see it before the end.
Anything of the Ohio the best? I mean, we're pretty good when it comes to the opioid epidemic. Although we probably are number one. Obesity, although Texas, I think, has us beat there.
Depression.
Yeah, probably not number
Especially
one, though.
Seasonal depression. SAD is like an export here. We export our sads out.
Yeah. I mean, you kill a lot of whitetail.
Diabetes probably well, Texas probably got us beat for diabetes too.
Yeah, probably.
It's correlative.
We do kill a lot of whitetail. What else? We played pretty good high school football.
Yeah. Not as good as Texas though.
I put the best teams in Ohio against the best teams for Texas. It would be fun.
We ever get 1 million subscribers, we should do that. Put on like a Texas versus Ohio tournament.
They've done it. I mean, Massillon just beat the shit out of some team from somewhere. I think Philadelphia. They played a team from Philadelphia, beat the piss out of them.
Nice.
Yeah. No, I would. Yeah. I mean, I'm not saying, but no, I would put St. Ed's against anyone in the nation any year. They'd have a good game against them. St. Ed's is always really good. It's not the only one. They have been for the last several years. They've won multiple championships.
Well, I think the number one rated school is in Florida. I think right now.
Is it IMG?
I think it's called Aquinas. And then there's the second.
How about public schools? All right, we'll throw some public schools at you. We'll play public school versus public school. Private schools cheating. We'll throw Massillon at you, even though they cheat. But
and then Cali has the number 2, I think. The one that's in Palo Alto. Yeah, modern day. Yeah.
Yeah, and Bishop Gorman's always good too in Las Vegas, and that's where Dana went to school, I think.
Yeah, it's where Snoop's son went to school.
Nice.
But yeah, anyway, I throw Massillon at about any other public school in America. Bring it on.
Is Xavier any good still?
Probably.
That's who beat us. I remember in 07.
No, they're always good. But that's a private school. I do kind of wish Ohio would go to private and public school championships. Some states do that, and I would be all for that. But yeah. But they say it's not worth it because they do have open enrollment in the state of Ohio. But you're not allowed to recruit. I mean, they do.
I'm about to say schools absolutely do that.
Yeah, I mean, like if you have a kid coming from one school to the other, he just decided to switch schools without talking to anyone from that school.
Yeah,
he just out of nowhere. You know what?
I like the cafeteria, man. What do you want?
I'm just going to transfer schools. I haven't talked to anyone at that school, but I'm just going to transfer schools. Horseshit.
Did you hear? I know they have Shakespeare in this library at that school. I'm going there.
I heard that.
Going there.
I heard that. I heard they have a science teacher who likes to do kooky experiments with Sudafed.
I love it.
So I'm changing schools.
Bitch.
What they've won 3 state championships in a row in football? What? I didn't know. Yeah.
High school sports are totally different in the South. Well, you've never experienced Massillon High School.
Again, I said it before. I went when I was in Texas. I went and watched a lot of football just because I was bored. I watched high school football, and it's intense, but it's the same as it is here. It's not any different. It wasn't any different. It was the same. So what I'm saying is, yes, the South's crazy, but Ohio is insane when it comes to football too. My sister-in-law's brother, they're from Washington State, and they're like, dude, no one gives a fuck about football out there that to do here. It's like a religion here. I'm like, it is. I know it is. It's more important than most things here, unfortunately.
Sadly.
Yeah. It's one of the guys who works for ESPN. I think it might have been Ryan Clark, or maybe not Ryan. Maybe it was Foxworth. No, I think it might have been Ryan Clark. Anyway, he was talking about how he has a daughter who wants to be a cheerleader, and he's like, I almost told her no. Like, he's like, I don't want you to be the person cheering for the athletes. I want you to be the athlete. And I'm thinking about it. I'm like, cheerleading does seem like a really outdated practice. I'm not saying get rid of it, but I definitely understand where he's coming from as a father. I mean, I'd much rather my kid do something competitive. Now, if they do competitive cheerleading, that's different. But if they just want to be on the sidelines and cheer the football team, I'm like, man, can't you play your own sport or something? Like, it seems weird, and nowadays it really seems outdated.
What do you mean outdated? Like, what do you mean?
Well, because back in the day, cheerleaders were like, "Oh, the girls are cheering for the boys. That's what they do. They get their pom poms and cheer on the boys. Hope that the boys do good." You know.
Yeah, but they have competitions that they show on ESPN.
They do that now. Yeah. So if they're back in the day, they didn't have any of that. But like if they do that competitive cheerleading, it makes more sense, and it's because there's a lot of gymnastics and shit in that. So I don't have a problem with that. But just cheerleading itself without that seems like. Like if I was a dad, I wouldn't tell them they couldn't, but I'd be like, "Can't you pick something else? Don't you want to be the person instead of be the person who's just clapping for the person?" That's strange. I don't know. I mean, also, I mean, I'm a fan, so I do that too. You know, I clap for the team too. But it seems like I don't know. I understand where it's coming from, but if you're doing competitive cheerleading, it's different because it's an actual competition.
Yeah.
USC's not invested a lot of money in the surrounding area, South Central Los Angeles, the worst place ever. Think about it. Gangs and all ethnicities. Yeah. Are there any white gangs that aren't racist? Like we're a gang of all white guys, but we'll take anybody.
Yeah, there's probably dudes out there that have
gang of whites, but they're not Nazis. It's like,
yeah,
we'll take it. We're all white gang only because we live in a 99% white neighborhood.
It's demographics, man.
It's demographics. It's not on us, okay? We grow our hair long, okay?
We may ride motorcycles. I mean, you never know.
No one was even born in '88 here.
Oh God, the worst kind of people. Anybody born after fucking the '80s.
Aaron and brotherhood get along with so they're Mexicans. Go, yeah, okay. But yeah, I think it would be funny for a white gang that were it's just we're the only people who signed up are white. It's not.
Yeah,
we've been putting out ads publicly for a non-white member.
I mean, we've been recruiting heavily in the underprivileged areas, but we just haven't found anybody to sign up. We just nobody wants to.
Sober Carl, what's up, buddy? I haven't seen you in a while.
Sober Carl, buddy, good to see you. Just talking
Black and white
bullshit
dudes
on
and
a
Mexican
Thursday.
prison gangs. Yes, I'd rather be in the Mexican gang than the Nazi gang. Personally. Yes. Plus, the cuisine's better.
Yeah, the only thing about that is like the idea of like if something pops off, usually everybody splits up. That's the one thing that always kind of happens, regardless.
I told you we shouldn't have had whites in our group. I told you. Yeah.
Now they stabbed us literally in the back with shanks. Way to go, Jose. What was I gonna say? I lost it. Damn it.
That's new for you.
Always. I'm not even that high. Like this vape, I'm not buying this one again, man. Like this isn't.
Did I still see that somebody's? I forget where it was. Somewhere in this country, they pulled 2 liters of vape juice out of someone's lungs. Like they keeled over and called 911. They found it just had like so much from vaping. It's just fucking built up, and they said to pull out this fucking bloody pussy vape juice. 2 liters.
That's gotta be some dude having one of those big ass robot ticks. Like that can't be like of views. That dude was fucking pouring that into a tank.
It was a woman. I know that, but I don't know. I don't know.
Still. How bad of an addict are you when your lungs start to hurt? You don't stop it. I'd go back to cigarettes at that point.
I don't know, but 2 liters. Just think of a 2 liter of soda. It's like that much fucking. How long can you go with that much shit in your lungs? Ugh.
Voice. She must have sounded like fucking Lucy at the end of her life.
And when they pulled it out, she asked, like, "Can you put it back in the vape so I can like re-smoke it?" And she couldn't.
I could see that somebody actually saying that.
Can I reuse it? Can we recycle it? I mean, there's a little bit of blood. I get it.
Melt it down and put it in this tank.
All right. We can, can we like filter the blood out?
The chunks are for flavor. The blood clots are for flavor.
No, man. I'm anti-vape too. Get that shit out of my head. I hate cigarette smoke. I hate smelling vape too. I hate all of it. Get out of here. I don't need it. Yeah.
How do you feel about pickleball?
What? What does that have to do with vaping?
Nothing.
Man, I thought we had ADHD in this show.
I like it though.
It was
Pickleball? Pickleball was a cult, and it's stupid. Play tennis.
What's the difference?
About 50 feet.
Is it really that much?
Well, I don't know. I just guessed. I mean, tennis courts, I think 80 feet. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know these things.
What does it have to do with pickles?
Nothing. Has nothing to do with pickles.
The
Well,
ball could be green, I guess. I don't know.
I'm just wondering, where did they get that name?
I have no idea. That whole thing just looks ridiculous to me. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, they built courts here.
Here's some,
and
here's something I had a thought about, and
Medical Zero.
Absolutely different from anything we've been talking about. But I was listening to a podcast that I listen to every day.
White supremacist.
He hasn't claimed that yet, luckily. But Anthony Cumia was at like a thing, and I gotta tell you, honestly, this is played out, and tell me if I'm wrong that this is played out.
Cumia, yes.
No, what he witnessed,
Okay.
which is two women making out in public to like own a conservative, make it like, oh, they don't like us and all this kind of stuff. I don't think that's effective anymore. I do not think that's effective at all.
I'm all for making those people uncomfortable in any way possible. So, I mean, if it works, it works.
Two women wouldn't be what that would be, though, if you think about it.
Well, it depends what the women look like.
Well, that person then has sexual mores that they're hiding on their own. Like, there's repressed shit in their own life that they're doing. I honestly think now it should just be dudes blowing each other in public. Like, that should be the thing to make conservatives mad.
You know what,
Not
man?
chicks
I would be
out.
I'd be all for it. If I walked down the street and I saw two dudes doing that, and I'll be like, what's going on? And then I see there's a bunch of like conservative businessmen going, I'm like, oh, perfect. Yeah. Carry on, gentlemen. Carry on.
Because you know that at least 9 out of 10 of those conservative men would watch two just bulls going at it. If they really fuck, because it's like, it's two chicks making out. Like, that's what it is. It's not
I will say this.
anymore.
Watching anyone make out in public makes me uncomfortable, no matter who it is.
Yeah.
So, so it doesn't matter the gender. In fact, anyone going at it in public, I'm like, why? You're in public. Stop doing that. Stop that.
And also,
I don't care who you are.
Here's another point. The Gen Xers that like millennials and Gen Z are trying to like piss off, and the boomers, the Gen X ones are the ones that were doing that in the fucking late 80s and early 90s anyway. They're not shocked by it. They've seen this kind of shit.
The boomers are always pissed off, and I don't really know why.
They've been through life, man. They've really
but
been
like
through...
things were going pretty awesome when they were our age. I mean, there's
were
pluses and minuses. The minorities, I understand that. It wasn't great for them.
Well,
but I'm talking about, when I said that, I meant white boomers. I mean,
even then, dude, they went to Vietnam and shit. They were
some of them did.
To.
Yeah, that too. Yeah, no, they've seen shit. I understand
some
that.
Shit. Like they've been through some bullshit.
Every generation has been through some shit.
I know, but they were like the first ones to really like do this.
Well, no, the generations before that all went to war. You know, so
yeah. I mean, in different fronts. It wasn't just fucking Vietnam.
That's why they call the one generation the greatest generation, because every single one of them went to war.
Mm-hmm.
Either they were at war or they were home doing something hard, something else, you know. But all the men went to war.
The Dust Bowl. I mean,
and a lot of women.
My grandmother, her fucking dad got electrocuted as a maintenance guy at Geauga Lake while working on a fucking Ferris wheel, bro. And they got dick. Like, those generations are allowed to be.
And that's how they discovered electricity at Geauga Lake. That was the day.
They were like, thank you for being our candle for the day. Now your family will get nothing. I was thinking about that. Like while he was talking about like these making out like chicks. Like honestly, is that even like anybody shocked by that anymore? Like if you saw it out in public, would you be like, if they're going at it deep, right? But if it's just like a little couple laps of the tongue, I wouldn't bat a fucking eye.
I don't want to see anyone making it hardcore in public unless we're talking like 1 percentile or 99 percentile most gorgeous people on earth. Like if it's 2 of those, I'm like, you can go at it. That's fine. That's
what
fine.
was that movie with Matt Dillon?
Something about Mary.
No, that was a good one too.
Crash.
No, that was a good one too. But like,
Just
what was the
naming
one?
Matt Dillon movies. I don't know if I have any more in me.
16 Candles.
No,
is he in that?
Dylan in that. I forget what
Jeff Campbell was in it. Somebody got betrayed.
Art of the Steal.
No, I'll look it up.
You see Art of the Steal with Kurt Russell?
No, never even heard of that.
That's good. I like that one.
I'll go check it. What's it on?
I don't know. I watched it a while ago. It might not be on anything right now. Let me look.
Yeah,
It's a heist movie with Kurt Russell and Jay Baruchel and Matt Dillon.
Ooh.
Yeah, who doesn't like a heist movie?
Me.
Lies. Everyone loves a good heist movie.
I wish I could play Grand Theft Auto fully again. That way I could do the one like last heist. But it's too much. Too much. Can't really go through that whole story again.
Looks like you only watch it on Stars right now.
Where movies go to die. Stars Movie Channel. Do they even give free HBO away anymore?
I don't know. We have it, so I don't know.
Like, do they do free weekends still?
I'm sure that the cable companies still do that. Those were always the best because those were when even if you had the movies, when those had the channel already, when those happened, only bangers were on for like a weekend.
Yes, everything. Like like I remember when we moved into the house that we had in Menor, we had DirecTV, and for 4 months, or no, 3 months, something like that, was free HBO. No matter, like, for that 3 months, we got it for free. And that was when, like, Complaints and Grievances with Carlin came out. I think Bigger, Blacker, and Uncut came out around that time, too. That was, like, 2002, I think. And then...
Wild Things was the name of that movie. I'm sorry.
Wild Things. Yeah, I've heard of that movie. Never seen it. But yeah, man, like HBO used to bring out like, and then the nighttime shit was always great because they would do like 4 episodes of real sex from like midnight to 2 or 3 in the morning, and you would watch that shit completely, dude. Like if it wasn't for that and Wired for Sex, I wouldn't know what furries were. That I got warned early as a child.
Thanks, HBO.
Yeah.
I think that's how I learned that there are places in this country that prostitution is legal. That's what I learned. Thanks, HBO.
Yes. Yeah, I remember that Real Sex episode where they had Dennis on from the Bunny Ranch, and they showed like the chicks.
That guy died and still got elected office.
Well, yeah.
Like he ran for city councilor or something, and he died before the election, and he still got voted in. Yeah. Which do people not know? He's dead.
Well, no,
it's kind of hard to serve
like an honorary thing. Like they honored him. Only in Nevada would they do an honorary vote for a fucking pimp. Like that's the only place in the world where that would happen.
Imagine the person who lost to him. You can't even beat a dead guy.
Yeah, I didn't offer enough pussy. Fuck.
That might be it. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, listen, that's how you get my vote. That's the only way that Trump could get my vote, to be honest with you.
He just comes up to your door. Tim Danko, I have Miss Universe 2007 and Miss Universe 2013. You can have one, but you can't have both. You have to just vote for me.
Yeah, that would probably work. He's going to win Ohio anyway.
It would be wild if any place called it for her. Any place. Ohio especially? No fucking way. And let's see what Abbott does with busing migrants. He might do that in other Democrat cities to his detriment, but he'll save Texas if that's the case for the Republicans.
You know what? Brendan Schaub made a good point.
No, he didn't.
No, I know.
No one's ever said that sentence before.
No, I know, right? But like, he said like he reviewed Noche, right? And he was like, I wish that they would go back to the PI center because in the PI you could hear somebody burping there, you could hear somebody fart, right? And he's like, the Sphere was cool, but he's like, I want good fights. I don't care about the history of Mexico, like you know what I'm saying? And
fuck you,
I feel him.
How about that?
Yeah,
I mean,
of course, this whole year everyone's been saying I want better fights. That's been the theme this whole year for the UFC. But the Noche thing was sweet. The Spear thing was awesome.
I liked it.
I want to go that.
Yeah,
I've heard mixed reviews, but I liked it. You know,
oh, those people who don't like it, fucking.
Who went and didn't like it? Did anyone go and didn't like it?
I don't know.
Fuck off. Did they fuck off? Oh, I'm sure there's always people like that, but I spent so much money and I expected a spectacle, and really what I got was mediocre at best.
Does that thing ever turn off though?
No.
No, I don't think so.
It's
I mean, on the
24/7,
inside, like,
son.
They can't turn. Why can't they turn it off at like midnight to 6 a.m.? Can't they let people sleep?
In Vegas, you're asking a question where there's people in casinos betting rent money at 4 a.m.
Yeah, good point.
That place is never. The streets were full at 3 a.m. still. Like the casino had people gambling at it when I came back from hanging out with Rick and Donna at 4 a.m. People were playing poker and blackjack and hookers. Imagine watching porn in the Sphere. Greatest circle jerk.
Can they make it like, I know it's already the Sphere, but can they make it 3D?
Probably. I mean, it depends on the film that they're running.
And actually, can they show movies in there?
Yeah.
Sure they could.
They probably have.
But no movies formatted for that, though. That's the thing.
I know, right? Because it's like all around you.
Right. I mean, yeah, they could, but there'd be a lot of empty screen.
Canelo had $17 million. Noche had $22 million gate.
Yeah, that's what I heard. I heard that it didn't, like, either the pay-per-view or the tickets sold because they couldn't fill it up, you know?
The Canelo thing?
No. Noche. I heard Canelo outsold it, which, you know, is to be expected. You know, he is.
Well, he just said that it didn't. But, I mean, well, it probably sold more tickets because there's more available. There was only like, what is the Sphere only fits like 10, right?
Wait.
No, it's 18,000.
22 million for the Sphere? What? That can't be pay-per-view sale. That's the gate. That's the gate.
That's the gate alone.
Oh, okay.
Pay-per-view
Are you talking
buys.
about the
Who
pay-per-view?
knows
I don't know.
anymore, dude? Who knows what the actual pay-per-view buys for anything is anymore?
Well, ever since their numbers got worse, the UFCs, they stopped giving up the numbers.
When you say packed, Hearns, what do you mean packed? Like the floor was, like, how packed was it?
Every seat, the floor.
Pack usually means sold out. You know,
yeah,
so.
the way they had that, like the seats formatted and everything, it was probably every single seat was full. They said it was like 16,000 people, I think 16 plus. And ticket, Hearns, how much did you pay for your seat at the Sphere?
Did he go to the Sphere or did he go to Canelo?
That's what I'm wondering.
I think
and if he went to the Sphere. Okay, if that's the case, is it like a regular stadium? Do they have like concessions and everything?
I'm sure they did.
Yeah, they have food and drink and everything, which fucking expensive. Shit was packed. I posted videos.
They got vendors walking around.
So he was $1,500 a piece at the Sphere and I'm not calling it the Sphere anymore. Moss called us out for it, and I'm calling it the Sphere from now on. It's the Sphere.
The Spear.
It's out of spite. Is what I'm doing. Love you, Moss, but it's $1,500 seats.
I mean, we paid $4 for ours. So, and we got decent seats, not like great fucking.
We were up top, but
yeah,
we were in the
that's what I'm
bottom of the
saying,
top.
decent.
The bottom
Yeah.
of the top.
Started from the bottom, now the top.
But I told my uncle today I wanted to just gather enough money to go to Vegas, and he thinks I'm crazy. So that's good, and that's a good start.
Well, I mean, if somebody's denying you your dream, you do it. That's how you do this.
And
I did it out of spite.
I'm not going to
myself.
get into it, but he just told me today he's basically changing his whole business model. So that's great. I just learned how to do this, and now I got to learn how to do something else.
Oh boy. What was
So.
crazy? A lot of non-Mexicans, he says none, wearing those Noche seats. What? Go back to that.
Shirts. No, it's shirts.
No, it says seats. Internet can be toxic.
I know, but then he says shirts underneath.
Oh, I mean, whatever. I would have wear a Noche shirt. I like that design for the logo. It's pretty sweet. I like that Mayan Aztec kind of like stuff. So
Ray's the kind of person that would go around being like, my 23andMe says I'm 2% Mexican, so I'm basically Mexican. He'd be flying a flag and shit.
I would definitely use the one drop rule to my effect. I would definitely do like
Our
I'm a Mexican
people.
American man. Yeah. Can't keep
Hey,
our
you know
people
what?
down.
Since Adesanya is no longer in the title picture, you know what would be a good fight, just a fun fight for the fans?
Who's that?
Him versus Kevin Holland.
Who?
Kevin Holland versus Adesanya?
Yeah, don't you think?
I mean, I think Kevin Holland would die, and I like him too much to have him die.
I think honestly he would kind of give Izzy a run for his money a little. For
I
at
don't think he
least a
would.
round.
Who's he fighting? He is fighting somebody next, isn't he?
Oh, did you guys also see the news about Aljo getting injured?
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, Aljamain Sterling is out for next month's pay-per-view in where is it again? Isn't it somewhere like it's out of the I thought it was like it's not Vegas, is it? Paul, let's look up what where the UFC 307 is going to be.
Oh, it's in Utah.
Oh, okay. The Salt Lake City yeah, okay.
Oh, that's right. Holland's fighting Delatze.
Oh.
On
When
that
is
card.
that?
That's the 5th.
Of October?
Yeah, 307.
Ooh, sexy. That'll be a good one. But yeah, Aljo's gonna have to sell more houses in New York, man. Like he's getting injured and shit.
Man, that might be the only fight on that main card I'm even interested in.
Is Delidze versus
Yeah, Holland. Yeah. I mean, Aldo and Mario Batista and whatever. I mean, Pennington and Pena and whatever. I mean, Pereira and Roundtree. Pereira probably should kill him. And Harrison and Vieira, I expect Harrison to win. So yeah, not really excited about that one either.
You think, just random thought, y'all think Conor McGregor ever comes back? Like,
No.
truly?
No, I don't. Not at this point. No way.
Yeah, the rumor I heard is Dana White went to visit him, and he thinks he's not in a good mental space, and then he thinks he's not really in good shape either.
he's fucking rich, dude. Like that's
That.
Dana even
That,
said
but
that.
I think his body's breaking down, man.
Oh, I mean,
He's
homeboy
about the
lives
age it would
hard.
anyway. I mean, yeah, it's been
Well, I think
so
it's-
long since they fought. Yeah, just
I think it's from
even
partying and I'm just gonna say it's alleged substances.
alleged. I think Roadhouse fucked him up. Is what it is.
Yeah, bro,
Yeah, right there. See, McGregor has Roadhouse 2 to film. He's not coming back. Yeah,
It's very true, dude.
That's too bad, man.
Who
It's too
said
bad.
who said that? Who was the boxer that said that? That it was it's
it
hard to
Hopkins?
train.
Oh no, I was
Hard to train when you're waking up in silk sheets. It's like
yeah.
Hard to do road work in silk pajamas.
Hagler.
Yeah, Hagler.
Yeah.
yeah. It's it those kind of things happen in the combat sports world. There's always those stories.
I mean, that's a
If you don't
saying.
have to do it anymore, why would you even do it?
That's a saying, but
There's nothing
but
to
like
prove
I feel
anymore.
like Floyd Mayweather disproved that because he's been rich for a little while and he still remain
No,
undefeated.
he's just a
He
different
does
kind of
exhibition
person.
fights now, though.
Yeah,
No, I mean even towards the end of
He
his
gets paid
career.
$20 million to play patty cake.
Yeah,
Okay.
he does. I mean,
McGregor
okay,
calling out
what about-
Canelo. Yeah, you know what? They should give McGregor that fight. Give him the Canelo fight. Give it to him. Give him the Canelo fight. Give it to him.
that would be $1 billion fucking.
Serious question. Do you think that Conor McGregor has enough in the tank to go deal with Jake Paul?
Jake Paul, yes.
Probably, but that
Jake
might be
Paul,
it.
yes.
That might be it, though.
Yeah, I think honestly, him against Canelo, that would not be good.
That's silly, but I'm just saying, like Jake Paul,
Jake Paul is manageable. I think he could do Jake and Logan in one night. Like he would knock both of those fuckers out easily. If you give him a 3-month training camp, nothing but boxing, I think he fucks those two up. But
I'm not
I don't
saying
see him fighting
I'm
like
not-
any big boxers anymore. He
I'm
learned
not
his
saying
lesson.
that he can beat much of anyone at this point, but I will say he could beat a Paul brother. Yeah, they scheduled Oliveira and Chandler again.
Yeah, I heard that's actually a good fight. You know,
That's
they
the
fought.
Madison Square Garden card. Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm happy for that one. I think both guys. I think fucking Oliveira's gonna beat the shit out of fucking.
Probably. I mean, he
'cause-
won first. Well, although
Actually, this is the fight
Chandler
I
had
fight I
knocked
like
him
on
in
that.
the round.
Fight I like
But
on that card, other than the main event, is Bo Nickel and Paul Craig. I mean, it's definitely Bo Nickel's toughest opponent, but he's gonna run the fuck through Paul Craig.
No, okay,
what,
so
dude?
we'll
I
see. But
don't
look, I'm putting a
know.
dummy bet. I'm putting a $50 dummy bet on Paul Craig.
The only way Craig wins is if he gets him on the bottom with a triangle or something, which he is good at.
This
But
is the chance to make
but
money.
Bo Nickel knows that's all he has on him, so he's going to be working on that forever, and it's going to take him a long time. There's no fucking way he loses to Paul Craig.
I hope he does. I really do because I want to see what that motherfucker does. After
Here we go.
a
I'm saying it
loss.
right now. Somebody write it down because I'll forget it. Right now, I will do half an hour on the show with no shirt once again if Bo Nickel loses to Paul Craig.
I mean, you
Today's
were right
date?
against you. Who do? Yeah, we wagered Pimlet
September
versus
9th?
Ferguson. But I'm just gonna say this: Paul Craig, he is a legit fighter. He has wins over Ankalaev and Jamal Hill. So
I
it's
didn't
like,
say he wasn't. Paul Craig is not a bum, but Bo Nickel is the truth.
I'm just saying, if there's ever a time to make money on a fight, this is it.
Two Joints says he subscribed to my OnlyFans page, loving my pics. That's good. You better be tipping me, motherfucker.
Giving them stars.
Mm-hmm.
But I want Paul Craig, dude. I will run down the street topless of wherever I'm at if Paul Craig somehow pulls off.
The only way he does it if he
Biggest
submits
upset.
him. The only way he does it if he subs him from his
That's-
back. Only way.
Well-
But it's not impossible. But Nickel is well aware that that's his only shot, so he's going to make sure he's not getting caught in a fucking triangle. So
I know, but Bo Nickel could get cocky, and that's the one
I
thing
don't
Paul
think
Craig.
it's going to happen.
Paul Craig.
How about Francis Ngannou versus that guy?
I want Francis to win, but that guy's kind of nasty.
That's
That
what I'm saying.
PFL
Like
guy,
we
yeah.
know that Ngannou, his chin after fighting AJ in boxing is kind of
the
That's the
PFL
thing.
boss guaranteed that they're going to spend more money on that event than Dana spent on the spear fight. He
I don't
said
know.
that. He
Yeah.
said he guarantees he's going to spend more. I'm like,
I'm
all
just-
right, that's going to be a cool card then. I don't know what you're going to do, but it sounds awesome.
I'm just gonna say this: if
And also, they
Ngannou,
said they're about ready to set Jake Paul up with a PFL fight too.
if Ngannou gets
They put that in
KO'd
the
in
same
his,
card.
if Francis gets KO'd in his PFL debut, like is that company's got to fold then, right? Like they've invested so much in him, and if he
Well,
like,
Jake.
No, because
Paul
now
would
they
be
have
the
a fucking
one.
monster. Now they have a champion that's fucking
but nobody knows
Yeah.
who this guy is. Like
Well,
nobody.
they will if he knocks out Francis the guy.
Right.
This
And
dude
how
will
smart
get
will Dana look? Like he's like, I cut him right at the right time. I got everything I could out of him.
That's why I
and then
really hope that Francis beats the fuck out of him. I really do.
I've already got. I need that trifecta of the PFL. I need that trifecta of him losing because
then the 3-leg parlay I called out when he left the UFC will finally come to fruition. Because honestly, and I'm gonna
forget that he technically lost against Tyson Fury, but he looked awesome. So forget that. So you can't call that a loss.
That was also, imagine if Tyson Fury took it seriously. I don't think he took that fight seriously, and I don't think he took the Usyk fight seriously.
He said he did.
I don't buy that. Even as a Tyson Fury fan, I do not buy the fact that motherfucker took that fight seriously. He thought he was going to run through Francis Ngannou because it wasn't MMA, there wasn't any takedowns, and he fucked up. AJ took him the right way.
I want it to happen. I want it to happen like that because I want PFL to fold because the PFL Tour experiment is not working. And look, the UFC is in need.
You guys are so far up Daddy Dana's asshole.
The UFC is in need of, listen, hear me out. The UFC is so in need of stars right now. I mentioned it on last show. Raquel Pennington, Bilal Muhammad, and Alexander Pantoja are champions. They need stars right now. Think about it this way. They could have this guy Eblin, Johnny Eblin, Patchy Mix. They could have Vadim Nemkov over there. They need stars right now.
Doesn't that also mean that it's wide open right now for the PFL to actually gain some ground if they don't fuck shit up?
That's what I was about to say.
Nobody watches that stuff.
If Francis,
they will. I mean,
if Francis loses to this guy, not only will it be an indictment on Francis, but it will be an indictment of how really kind of stale the UFC heavyweight division was.
They need stars
while he was in it. That these up-and-coming kids are beating the fuck out of old UFC heavyweights.
I mentioned it on my stream. They need to make a phone call to Amanda Nunes and just give her a blank check, and then do the same thing to Demetrius Johnson.
They don't do things like that. What they do is they make it seem like they're doing her a favor. That's how they do business. So, yeah,
Dana likes to spin that shit, man.
Yeah,
but no, I
don't
want PFL to fail. I don't. I want PFL to be healthy competition.
You're to say because I think the product gets worse if they have no competition. If they have no competition, the UFC product does not get better.
No, not at all. I agree with you on that. But the PFL needs this kid to crush Francis. Just beat the dog shit out of him because then the eyes of the combat sports world will be on that heavyweight. Because supposedly, and he's been built up, and I don't get why this motherfucker has been built up so much when you had a fucking fireman, an American fucking fireman, as your world's champion. You're a goddamn world's champion, a fucking working class hero.
They don't want every man to be their champion.
Didn't you?
They want their heavyweight champion to seem superhuman. They don't want him to be a guy from Cleveland with a day job. No, listen, I agree with you, but I'm telling you what they're thinking.
No, I mean it's like you have a point. It'd be like if your middleweight champion also drove for Uber or something like that. It'd be like,
you know, shit. He's a bad.
Some of the middleweight contenders do drive for Ubers. Jeff Neal was bartending until very recently, I think.
What's her name? Angela Hill. She was a security guard at a mall.
Yes.
It's just crazy to think at one point she's a contender in her division, and she's also like guarding a Toys R Us. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
did you check the Xbox 3 Series X's today, Angela?
Henry Ferreira is 6'8", dude. He's a giant.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The guy is well. I mean, but like, let's be real. His biggest win is Ryan Bader, and it's like that's not. You know,
who gives a shit? He destroyed Ryan Bader.
But he
demolished him.
Right. He didn't even give.
I feel like it go. I mean, it's a heavyweight fight. It's a killer bee. It's 50-50. He could do it, or Francis could remind us who he really is.
I mean, pretty great for PFL if they had a war, like a really good, great fight. Berto said he'll probably go to New York. Berto, I'll meet you there, man. I've been trying to figure out what's the cheapest way I could go to that. Like, I could probably do it for $200 over the ticket price. maybe $3.
So $2,200 is
right.
What you're saying.
That's the thing is, yeah, I know. Whatever the cheapest ticket to get in the building. If I could afford a ticket, I could just drive there and drive back.
Yeah, dude. Some of the cities that UFC goes to price you out immediately.
In Ohio, do y'all guys have something called a city bus? I mean, a mega bus?
Yeah.
Mega buses are around.
Yeah, they run
Okay.
through Ohio. They run through Cleveland.
Do they go to New York though?
Yes.
Yes, they
I've
do.
looked them up before. You can go for like $30. So I guess I could do that too. I never thought about that, but the thing is, I don't want to.
Yeah.
I don't want to take a $30 bus to New York that takes 18 hours.
Yeah.
I'd rather drive and spend the money.
Yeah.
Plus, like I said before, I have family who lives 3 hours outside of New York, so I can just go see them, go to New York, come back to my dad's and my grandparents' house. So it's like a 3-hour drive each way instead of the 8-hour drive each way. I can do that, but I'd still have to. And probably what I would do is I probably would. Well, no, that wouldn't work because trains stop running at like a certain time, right? So I guess I'd have to go in and try to find somewhere to park, but that'd be a pain in the ass.
UFC's got to pull out all the stops. They got to make celebrity fights. They gotta. You know what I'm saying? They gotta.
They'll never
They
do
should
that
call.
again.
They should call Bling Bling from Bum Fights. Give him a contract.
Crazy. Or why not Felony Bennett? Just have him get off the couch and fucking pay him weed money for a year.
Listen, I am waiting for them to bring another wrestler over now that they are in the same company.
I mean,
which one I don't know,
but that they could. There's a couple they definitely could.
Who?
I think Chad Gable. Chad Gable is a former Olympic wrestler.
Well, that would make sense. That would make sense, right? I think there's a lot of people who could beat. A lot of people who could beat with just his wrestling alone. He's a heavyweight too, isn't he?
I think he weighs like 200 some pounds now. Like,
yeah, but can he throw a punch though? Have we seen him throw a punch?
Well, that's why you just put gloves on him for like a couple of years, and he's already good. That's the one thing with CM Punk.
Ben Askren won titles and he couldn't throw a punch.
Yeah,
that's true. That's why Brock worked too. Besides the fact that he was just a freak of fucking nature.
Okay, well, if you bring him in here, write a check and bring. What's that guy's name that is clearly on steroids? The BJJ practitioner.
Ryan.
Yeah, Gordon Ryan. That'd be a great grappling match. Him versus Stevens.
I mean,
I don't know what the striking would look like, but I'm just saying it would be.
Him against Chad Gable would be amazing.
I mean, yeah.
Not Gable Stevens versus fucking Ryan would be fantastic. I would pay whatever minimal amount of pay-per-view money a website would offer to fucking see that. Like,
it's a Snyder kid from Ohio State who won the Olympian. Is he fighting MMA yet?
I don't know. I haven't seen anything about him.
I think. Well, I don't think so because I think he was just wrestling because he's wrestling the Olympics. But
what was I going to say? Yeah, there's a few people in MMA or WWE I would love to see in MMA. Definitely him. Maybe fucking at heavyweight, Damian Priest because he throws kicks. So I don't know if he knows how to kickbox or what, but definitely would love to see if he can do it for reals. That'd be nice. Oh, fuck. Tired, Tim.
You're fine. Wake up.
Took a nap today, too. That's the sad part. Fucking
take naps?
I do at work, yeah. If I have a chance to take, if I have an hour and a half at least, I'm taking at least a half an hour nap. Like, I'm going to set an alarm for like an hour, but I'm going to do at least a half hour with my eyes closed. Fuck that, man. I need the rest. I go.
Right, I guess he's not fighting. Shows. I thought it might be a thing he's fighting. He didn't compete in the last Olympics either. Whatever. Kyle Snyder, I was thinking of. But I don't know. He won a gold in Rio back in the day. I don't know. What?
What's with all these people saying that John? What's with all these people saying that John Jones is ducking Aspinall though?
He's not.
He's not.
Right.
But
why?
This fight.
Why? Because listen, if I was Tom Aspinall and that guy decided to retire instead of fight me, yeah, I'm going to play that card. Of course I'd play that card. I want to fight him. So I'm going to say that he's a pussy and he's afraid of me. Why? What else wouldn't he do? I mean, that's his only move, really.
Yeah.
I mean, he wants that fight. He's just going to, that's his only go-to. So that's why.
He's got to wait his turn, man. He's got to wait his turn.
Well, he's having to wait longer than he would usually have to wait. And I understand his frustration. But you're also talking about the two, possibly the greatest of all time and the most accomplished heavyweight the UFC ever had.
Yeah.
These are once-in-a-lifetime guys, right? Two once-in-a-lifetime guys he has to wait for. So shut up And I don't blame him for not shutting up. I mean, I know, I get it, but
defend your interim title again. Defend your interim title. He's being called out by Cyril Gahn. That's a good fight. He's afraid of losing.
He'll be gone.
You think?
I think
He'd
so.
be gone. Yeah. Gahn never takes his shit seriously. I mean, we saw that at 303.
Who's Gahn's best win? Who's Gahn's best win? Tua?
Tai Tuivasa, Derek Lewis.
Again, but when you're talking about upper echelon guys who can grapple, and he's just a kickboxer.
He got out grappled. He got wrestle fucked by Francis Ngannou.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it took John Jones all over.
That's what I'm saying. Like Aspinall is not a ground fighter. So if it stays on the feet, I give Cyril Gahn a chance.
No, but Tom's smart enough to fight him where he thinks he's weakest. Maybe
I
not
would say so,
but I think he would. I mean, listen, that's what Francis did. I mean, it took him a minute to figure it out, but once he did,
vacate the belt, man, vacate the title after fucking November, and it's over. Then give Aspinall a fucking,
I would be very surprised
to be heavyweight champion or not.
Very surprised if John Jones fought again after Stipe.
No.
If he loses, he's going to have to. If he loses, he's going to want to get that taste out of his mouth. He's going to have to.
Really, though?
I know.
Because you're not going to want to leave the sport on that note. You know that.
I've always kind of, I don't really know how much he actually gives a fuck. I mean, obviously he gives a fuck enough to be good, right? But I just don't really how much.
If he, listen, I'll throw this scenario out for you guys. If he loses, knowing Stipe is going to retire, that means the belt is vacated.
Yeah,
he's then gonna want to come back and shut Tom Aspinall up and all, because he'll get an instant rematch.
I think it's more likely if he loses, he'll fight Aspinall than if he wins. I think if he wins, he doesn't fight Aspinall.
Yeah,
I think there's a better chance.
Stipe, he's gonna fight for the heavyweight title again.
A better chance, but who knows?
I mean, if he wins, he'll have to. He will remain champion.
He doesn't have to do shit, and he wants to remind the UFC that. That's why he won't. Because he wants to remind him that he's John Jones. He can do whatever the fuck he wants. He doesn't have to fight again. They don't tell him what to do.
The thing is, like, John has never been the biggest.
They don't tell John Jones what to do.
As good as a fighter as he is, he's never been the biggest draw. So I don't know that he's has money like that.
He hasn't? He hasn't?
What? Wait, what'd you say?
They always sell out. John Jones?
No, he's not. Yeah, but I'm saying like his pay-per-view numbers. Then he's not like McGregor or nothing like that. He's not like.
Okay.
Like that.
Pay-per-view numbers is different than the gate. I mean, he sells.
Well, everybody sells. They sell out.
But assuming that he's upgraded his lifestyle over the years, he might be running out.
No idea. No one knows what the fuck goes on with that guy's life, and I don't really want to know.
Right. Cocaine is expensive, I think. So it's like
that's what I hear. I don't know. It's been a while for me, so I don't know.
All the lawsuits he's probably been involved in,
and whatnot. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna go get another soda. I'll be right back. I gotta pee.
All right, I gotta pee after you come back. I think we'll probably end it soon.
Oh man, what's on the WW roster coming up?
The what?
The WWE roster. I mean, schedule. That's what I mean.
Really, the only thing that's like coming up is War Games in November. That's like the double ring cage gimmick that they do now for Survivor Series, which they should have done years ago, but they luckily held it until now. I don't know about October. Maybe NXT is going to do Halloween Havoc or something. Something fucking premium.
They can do that?
Event. Yeah, they do. NXT does Halloween Havoc almost every year. They brought that back for NXT.
Oh, because they bought the rights. So, yeah, okay. Sorry, they can do that.
And also, I think, too... Oh, no, they do have an October PLE. It's they're bringing back... Remember Bad Blood? The old pay-per-view Bad Blood?
Not really.
It was like a 2000s thing. Like there were a bunch of pay-per-views called Bad Blood. They're on Peacock actually now.
Yeah, it was like a mid 2000s thing. It wasn't really anything of note, luckily, but it was there. It was there, Pulse.
Okay, I'll check it out.
Oh, fuck. I'm tired. I'm probably, if we end early, I'm probably going to go to an open mic because.
When, tonight?
Yeah, I'm a masochist.
What time do you have to get up in the morning?
My schedule says I need to be at work at 7.
And you're going to go out tonight? Okay.
I said my schedule says I have to be there at 7.
All right.
Doesn't mean I have to be there at 7. And I think I actually have a nice chunk of time missing from my schedule, so I might use that to do the 7 a.m. job.
Okay.
So, hey, Tim's back. Where is it? No.
Y'all want to?
He appears.
That was actually a really great timing, Pulse. Thank you. What were you gonna say?
Just show
No,
me.
I was gonna. Y'all want to hero of the week, and end it here? Whoa, how y'all want to do it?
Don't you tell me when the hero of the week is. Also, I don't have a hero of the week. No heroes of the week. There's no heroes.
Oh, okay.
All of your heroes suck, everybody.
The show makes no sense. We talk most about fights when there's no fights this week.
I know, right?
Well, there's stuff in the news at least.
You know why? Because nobody tells me what to do, what to talk about, what not to talk about.
Okay. Well, thank you, everybody. We will see you next week.
Okay. We'll look to see if there's any.
No, I got one final question. Do y'all think and I think they will, but do you think that these charges will stick against Diddy?
Oh yeah.
So
he denied him bail, dude.
That's what I'm saying. Like he's gone for good, right? Like,
yeah, I think he's gonna get fucking really locked up. He's not surviving this.
Only reason I ask is because it's like sometimes rich people find a way to skate. So I'm just wondering, like, you think?
Not always,
right?
Not always. Dog.
R. Kelly didn't.
No, yeah, he's gone for good.
I am looking forward to this cassette that comes out of some prison somewhere that's R. Kelly featuring Diddy, just on a cassette recorder that somebody had. There's some guy going and those two going at. I'm excited for that. The prison blues.
I mean, you would think that he's probably going to be in somebody's protective custody in there, right? He's a high profile guy.
You would assume.
Yeah, but dude, remember
the San Quentin sodomy blues? R. Kelly featuring P. Diddy.
People pay fucking money for fucking to get at him. I guarantee.
Yeah, but it'd have to be a lot, right? Because Diddy could pay more. I think the only one who's going to get at him is R. Kelly. He's the only one that's going to get at him. The only one who has enough money.
Hold on. Diddy bank account frozen. I want to see if his assets are frozen.
I'm sure his canteen account will always be fat.
No, his ass will be fat with cock, probably.
Yay.
Yeah, his bank account has been seized too. So I mean, he won't be able to fucking do shit, son. Yeah, the feds froze his money.
You know how sometimes they say in the movies, like you go to jail, you get one phone call.
Mm-hmm.
That's real, right?
Yeah. Who do you think Diddy called?
I think he called Martha Stewart. It's like, how do I hold up in here? How do I do it?
I'm not touching that one with a 10-foot pole, buddy. Thank you.
I hope he call his lawyer, but who knows? Maybe he used it to make a prank phone call. That'd be a baller move. Just dial a random number and tell someone to fuck off.
Diddy, bitch. Fucking that's it. We never.
Some nice young man called me and told me to go fuck myself. Yeah. His name was Padiddy. Padaddy. Yeah. Prof Daddy.
But yeah, I think Puffy's fucked. I really do. I think this is not going to be one of because you're doing sex trafficking. Like,
right.
That's
yeah, they frown upon that nowadays.
That's what I'm saying. Like, he's gonna have to be in protective custody because, like, you violate a woman or a child in there, those sharks are gonna get you, man. Like, he has to be.
Yeah, but again, it's a different economy in that an ecosystem in that fucking place, dude. Anybody that does any kind of shit that's above board.
You want to be the guy who gets fired because you let somebody rape Diddy. Come on.
Yeah, there's different rules, but in cement walls, man. It's kind of the whole
how many
point.
prisons have you been to?
Right.
I've heard and listened to a lot of fucking ex-cons on fucking YouTube to be like, okay, everybody's saying basically the same shit, and they do have records. All right.
Listen, the only felon I know is Thomas. Should we call Thomas?
Maybe. I can.
Although he said he did most of it at like a work camp or something.
Yeah. He was in like low security shit, so he didn't really have to deal with any kind of poking or prodding.
Yeah,
that we know of.
Violent felon is probably, in theory, a bit better. You would assume.
Yeah, I think Sean Combs is
One would assume so. I mean, if R. Kelly can't get out of shit, then he's not going to be able to get out of shit either, right? Whatever happened to?
How do you think J-Lo feels about all this?
She's like Nate Diaz.
She's getting divorced again,
right?
And plus, she's dealing with the Ben Affleck divorce, so she.
How many times has she been married? I mean, not like Liza Minnelli numbers, but it's pretty high, isn't it?
Yeah, I think she was with Mark Anthony for a very long time. Like they were the Latino power couple.
This was her second round with Affleck. Well, they weren't married the first time, though. I don't think.
Yeah, they were. I thought they were married.
I don't think they were the first time. I don't know. Shit, what was I going to look up? Something else. I lost it. I blame Ray.
I'm going to go pee real quick.
Okay, Ray's going to pee. Shit, it pisses me off now. I can't remember what I was going to look up. Now I'm pissed.
Is that Beetlejuice that's only available in theaters? It's not on any.
I mean, if you have some access to some backwater shit, maybe, but no. The legal answer is no, but there's always ways to find shit. But yeah, it just came out like a week or two ago, so I liked it though.
Yeah, I've heard good reviews, man.
I heard another one, the guy complaining there weren't enough minorities in it, although Jay Ortega is one of the lead characters, but okay. There are an awful lot of whites in that movie. That's not untrue, but I don't know.
I'm just glad to see Michael Keaton's back, man.
Oh, and everybody loves Michael Keaton.
I know, right?
Who doesn't love Michael Keaton? There's a Michael Keaton movie on HBO I haven't seen. It came out like a year ago called Knox Goes Away. I think it's about like an assassin who's losing his mind or something like that. He has Alzheimer's or something.
You ever see that movie Birdman?
Yeah, Birdman's awesome.
So he's been Birdman, Batman, Beetlejuice.
Mm-hmm. The Vulture. For in Spider-Man, Vulture.
Oh.
Yeah. Mr. Mom. Yeah, no, Keaton's the man. He's gonna be one of those guys that when he's gone, it's gonna be a bummer because he played Ray Kroc in that McDonald's movie. He was great in that.
Michael Keaton.
The only thing that sucks about Keaton is that he's from Pittsburgh.
Makes him better. That's what it does. Shows that we are the best.
Although I've been
planet.
Mark Cuban's been growing on me a lot lately.
Or what'd he say?
He's not a Trumper.
Oh.
At all. So a lot of the billionaires are. So.
Are they though?
It's probably about 50-50.
I think it's more 60-40 to the Dems more than anything, including fucking George Soros and his fucking ilk. This fucking stupid kid. Stupid.
Vote local, fuckers. Change the world that way.
Well, that is always more important for most people, for the most part.
And that's what a lot of that big money goes into is fucking the Soros money goes into local shit more than it does anywhere else.
I wish they let Jiminy Glick do a debate. I think that would be the best way to do it. I feel like, or Galifianakis, just two ferns.
Debates between two ferns.
Somebody should, they need to orchestrate that. That would be hilarious.
At this point, just entertain us. Although the last debate was pretty entertaining, I was entertained by that debate, but that'd be really fun if they were in the ferns. We're in the ferns.
We're in the ferns. I'm happy to be here. As some people say, these are the two best ferns. They're made from great roots.
I picked them out personally.
Yeah. He was on Gutfeld last night too.
Of course he was.
Found that out.
Sounds right down the alley.
It was insane. Like seeing him on like a late night talk show like that. That's not known for being very like.
Candidates have done late night a bunch.
Yeah,
didn't he do? He did mainstream. Didn't he do mainstream late night the first time he ran?
Yeah, and they all regretted it because they all got pee-pee slapped. Yeah, they all got pee-pee slapped by the networks.
Yeah. I'm sure Harris will be on, the Jimmys and whatnot pretty soon. Colbert, one of them.
So I think this is already kind of locked for both people. They've got their people already. It's just we have to kind of divide and count the amount of people that like who at this point. Like I don't like
the
it.
polls
Tim.
the polls have been interesting, but I'm ready for it to just be over with. That's true.
Yeah, me too. I'm done. I'm so done with politics. Like, it's shown me that the ignorance of people that think that I've known my entire life. It's weird.
However, it would be great if the election comes, the results come in, and everyone's like, well, that's that. Those are the results. It's just, okay, then. Let's just say, okay, let's verify the election and move on. Let's just, but it probably won't.
Who knows, man?
Is it mathematically possible that it could end up in a tie?
Yes.
And if that happened, what do they do? Like, do they do
electoral college usually?
No, if it's a tie in electoral college, it goes to the Senate, doesn't it?
I have no idea.
I thought they did like rock, paper, scissors or something like that. It was just like Rochambeau.
That would be a way better way to like just do everything.
Just a straight coin flip.
Yeah, rock, paper, scissors.
Although they do coin flips to the Iowa caucus.
Televise it. Rochambeau and televise it.
Okay,
I wouldn't mind seeing Lindsey Graham get kicked in the balls a couple times. To me, that would be nice.
No, if the presidency came
down. How about
down
Jeopardy? How about we get Ken Jennings, right? And they have them go head-to-head Jeopardy style.
Winner gets their bill signed.
No, I like my idea. I want the presidency to come down to a rock beating a scissor.
Yeah, that to me that would be that would be perfect.
How about they play 3 rounds of Mortal Kombat? Can they just do that?
Or they could have a freestyle rap battle.
That'd be good too. It's basically what a debate is. But put a beat behind it. Why not?
Or Dana White slap league. Huh?
Yes.
Usually you think it wouldn't be fair for the man against the woman, but you're talking about an 80-year-old man.
Right. He's already been shot in the ear. So I feel like if she targets that side of the face.
Yeah, that's too. I think I bet Harris got a good slap on her. So I feel like that might be more fair than you think it is.
Probably.
I don't know. Ask the husband.
He likes a whip. He seems like a paddle and whip guy to me.
Dude, doesn't First Gentleman sound like the greatest job in the world?
I know, right?
What do you do? Do you just fucking hang out all day, dude? I have like a charity I run.
Like he just walk around. He'll walk around the White House in his robe. You know what I'm saying?
I would, dude.
Yeah.
I would.
Like, do that.
Like a
dude, I mean, once a week I'll go out and try to get fat kids to eat vegetables. Well, that's about it.
Hey, just stroll the East Lawn eating like Slim Jims, a pocket full of beef jerky, and just You know what I'm saying? Just watching
And the
TV
tour
all
guides
day.
are, and there's the first gentleman just wandering aimlessly. He's like
I'd be sunbathing in the rose garden, just like
eating
with a
edibles, just
Speedo
wandering
on.
around the Lincoln bedroom,
Ugh.
hunting for ghosts. Lincoln, hey!
I have an actual, what do they call those? The PF meters from fucking Ghostbusters. It's just got the little wings
Oh,
on
yeah,
it. It just goes
EKG,
up
yeah.
and down. I hear George Washington.
I'd be roller skating through the West Wing.
Yeah.
Oh, you know, yeah. Like I feel like they gotta have like a presidential Segway or something like that.
I'm sure. But yeah, honestly, dream job, first gentleman. I don't want to be president. I want my wife to be president.
Yeah.
You never see her. Like,
Yeah.
you can have a girlfriend live in the White House and no one will know about it.
Probably.
I mean, Kennedy did it, right? He had the sex
Oh,
tunnels.
Kennedy was the original host of the Freak Offs. Y'all didn't know?
Oh, dude, there's books about it. Mimi Beardsley is a great one.
Bro.
This fucking woman named Mimi Beardsley got a book out.
No, I've heard of it. Like, bro, he puts Diddy to shame. Like what they were into.
Yeah, dude, and he was on fucking amphetamines all the time, so he was rock hard constantly. Like that dude was fucking just all the fucking time. That guy was looking to fuck on a rag, bro.
Yeah.
Fucking Kennedy, like it's creepy by today's standards, but you look at him as like a man, you're like, oh, fucking numbers were high, bro. Love it. It's fantastic.
We can end on this. I have a list here. This is from FanDuel. This is college football's all name team. These are all these are actual college football players this year. At quarterback for Louisiana Monroe, General Booty. His name is General Booty. Hold on.
No, wait. No, it's not. I don't believe you. General Booty? General Booty. But ULM. What?
What's going on?
What's ULM?
Louisiana Monroe.
Oh my God. His name is General Booty. There's a guy named General. I didn't think that was real.
Yeah. Oh, these are all real.
Okay.
Next one, running back, the Montana Grizzlies, Tommy Running Rabbit.
Okay.
Oh, he's got to be Native American.
Either that or his parents are rappers, one or the other, but probably the first one. Fullback from the University of Iowa, Rusty Van Wetzinga. Rusty Van Wetzinga.
I don't think you're trying to do a Chip Chipperson impression while you're doing it.
Wetzinga.
Wet thinger. What the damp and telling jokes? What?
Wide receiver, Louisiana Tech, the coldest Crawford.
The coldest Crawford?
The coldest Crawford.
Okay.
Wide
That
receiver
one doesn't
Tulane.
surprise me that much.
Wide receiver Tulane, Fat Watts.
Ooh, is he fat?
I don't think so. He's a receiver. Wide receiver Kent State, Dash Dorsey.
Ooh.
Tight end Boise State, Champion Johnson.
That was like, you remember Champ Bailey? Him and his brother Boss Bailey?
Yeah.
That's their government names, Champ and Boss.
No, this guy, this guy.
The parents demanded that they were going to give respect.
I feel like the dad had to name him that, dude. We're going to name him Champion Johnson. He got that champion. All right. O-lineman here from South Carolina. Tree Babalade.
That's where he was conceived by.
Tree Babalade. Offensive lineman named Tree. Another offensive lineman from Cal Poly. Rayson Delgatti.
That seems like a one that kind of fits a football player.
O-lineman from Southeast Missouri, Kobe Six Killer. Kobe Six Killer.
Wow.
He sounds like a guy that would be in that all-white gang that you were talking about earlier.
Yeah, I mean,
Yes.
Kobe
He's
Six.
the leader.
Kobe Six Killer.
Six Killer be doing it.
Offensive lineman from UNLV, Tiger Shanks.
Tiger Shanks.
Tiger Shanks.
That sounds like a wrestler from the 70s nobody heard of. It's like Tiger Shanks in a strap match.
Offensive lineman from Arizona, Rhino Tapa Atute.
Okay. Now we're getting better.
Yeah, this one I think he's an offensive lineman too. From Bryant University, Roland Hughes. Roland Hughes.
Okay.
Defensive lineman from Kentucky, Octavius Oxendine.
Is that real?
Octavius Oxendine. Yes.
Hold on. I got to look this guy up.
Octavius
He's a super villain.
Oxendine.
He sounds like he's a super villain in like
No, he
Spider-Man.
does. Octavius Oxendine, defensive lineman for Kentucky. Oxendine.
All right, yeah.
You got him?
right. Yeah, I mean, he is. He
No,
is as
it's funny because
advertised.
like Key and Peele made a sketch about this. Like,
Yeah, I know. These are real ones.
No, I know. This is like the NFL has had some names like
I know.
DeBrickashaw Ferguson.
I believe DeBrickashaw Ferguson was the name that triggered that bit.
I think so. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
The defensive lineman for Charlotte, Demon Clowney.
Okay.
Now, is it pronounced Demon? I don't know, but it's spelled like demon. So Demon Clowney.
Is he in relation to Jadavion?
I would not know.
Oh, okay.
Defensive lineman from Southeast Missouri, Servant Counselor. Servant
Okay.
Counselor. Linebacker for Duke, Memorable Factor. Memorable Factor.
Okay.
There's another good one. Another Montana Grizzly linebacker, Clay Oven.
Clay Oven.
It's like that old country singer from back in the day. Linebacker for Wisconsin, Angel Toombs.
Okay.
The old Angel Toombs. Defensive back from Louisiana Tech, Pig Cage.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Pig Cage. No, not to be confused with the movie Pig starring Nick Cage. Pig Cage.
I like it.
That's almost as good as this defensive back from, I'm not real sure what this logo, what school this is. Northern Colorado, maybe? Defensive back, Dude Person.
No.
Yes.
See what he looks like.
Dude Person. Is Dude Person white or black, you think? I'm guessing he's white.
Over under on that.
That's just like his parents just didn't give a damn. Like they didn't even care, man. It was like, dude, but, like that's one of those names where if you told the police, the police showed up and like, what's your name? And you told them that, they'd be like, no, for real, what the fuck is your name? Like,
Dude Person. You find him, Ray?
Well, I'm about to lock it in. I locked it in, but I want guesses. I'm saying it's a white dude.
I said white as well.
I third that, yeah.
All right. No.
Let me see.
No, he's not. No, he is not. Holy fuck, guys.
Is he Samoan?
No. Oh my God. I did not see this coming at all. That is a
Oh,
lazy
there you go.
black mom right there.
We've seen
That
it. We've
is
seen
the
it all. We've
laziest
seen it
black
all.
mom I've ever heard.
Really though,
What school is this?
dude person. That's This is like a creative player, man. It's a dude person.
Yeah, it's like if you don't give them a name, that's their automatic name.
Yes.
Like new player, dude person.
Whole Central Arkansas,
Central
dude
Arkansas.
person.
Okay.
Sounds like a Roblox. There's a Roblox right here of dude person. It sounds like something somebody would name like their inner WoW character.
Dude person.
Jesus,
there's four left, but none of them are as good as dude person. Defensive back from I don't know what school this is either. Furen, maybe. Furious Hoskins, which sounds like a Harry Potter character.
It does. What's his name?
Furious Hoskins.
Furious Hoskins?
Hoskins. Hoskins. Hoskins.
That name's fire to me. I like that. He could be a wrestler or something like that.
Furious Hoskins.
I'm still tripping over dude person, man.
Dude, I gave a hero of the week last year for a guy named Rowdy Beers.
Plays for Utah Tech.
Utah Tech. Jeez.
And I don't know. I'm definitely gonna say mixed.
Yeah, probably. Another defensive back. I don't know what school this is either, but his name is Midnight Steward.
Ooh, Midnight Steward.
Mm-hmm.
Mid.
And then we got a punter, third guy on the list from Southeast Missouri. Great names in Southeast Missouri. Punter DC Pippin. DC Pippin. And the last one is long snapper from Michigan State, Jack Carson Wentz. There is another one. There is a second team, all name team, but I can save that for next week.
I like it.
I wonder if he's on IG. I gotta get him on the show, man.
Ooh, dude person?
Yeah, man. We just gotta.
Because he knows we're just gonna ask about his name.
Yeah, I want to know the origin of this. Like, why? Why did you?
Maybe we should wait till after football season.
Oh yeah,
he's busy right now.
That's a solid point.
I don't know, man. My favorite, number one, General Booty might be my favorite.
I don't know.
And he's a quarterback.
Dude person.
Also, a guy leading your offense named General Booty. Come on. If he wasn't a quarterback, it wouldn't be as good.
And he only dates fives. Like he's like, I'll take General Booty.
Yeah.
I get it. That's funny. That's a funny joke right there.
Pause a second. What he got?
He has a son. He has a son. He names him Exceptional. He only dates 10.
Exceptional Booty is the next in line.
He's
it has
upgraded.
to be.
Yeah.
Mid. My brother's Mid, and
Mid Booty. Midnight Booty, but everybody just calls him Mid.
Booty. Yes. Midnight Booty. Man, I really like Clay Oven. I know it's kind of a
Oven's fucking
not as crazy
compared
but
to General Booty.
I know General Booty's pretty good.
General Booty and Dude Person. Holy shit.
And the thing is, there's a whole other list of these too, but I will save it for Tuesday.
All right, boys and girls. With that, I think it is time we call it a night. We'll see you Tuesday. We'll recap the weekend that was of basically nothing of us sleeping and doing dick all. But we will talk to you guys then. For Pulse Reloaded, Tim Danko, and Ray Highclack, we are Bro Plata, and we'll see you at the Kumite, fam.
So there is a world that maybe in a professional league somewhere down the road, there'll be a play where General Booty fakes the handoff to Tommy Rudden Rabbit, throws the ball to Fat Watts. It deflects off his hands and is intercepted by Pig Cage.